Hello, 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 my beloved souls. Thank you so much for joining me. So, my beautiful collective, it's Woke Wednesday, trying to make some magic happen. So, I wanted to tap into the energies of the collective and see what September is going to bring for us. I've been feeling a lot of energies like building as we went from like the 8-8 portal and we're building up to the 9-9 portal coming in next week. We're in Virgo season, which is very practical, very grounded, very methodical, right? The shadow side could be a little hypercritical, self-depreciating, so you got to be careful with that. But this is a good time to use all those like energies that we had from Leo season, right? We're getting things started and we had all these plans and we were really excited about things. Virgo's the energy to take it, ground it down, make really like practical, grounded steps and take action on it, right? That's a really beautiful energy. So I wanted to see what the month of September had for the collective coming in as we're building up to the 9-9 portal and just ramping up the end of the year. Ramping up the end of the year? The end of the year. It's September. Like, it's September. How? How is it already September? I don't get it. I'm confused. I'm confused. So I don't know, you guys have been going through it, but I've been having crazy ascension symptoms. Crazy ascension symptoms. Oh, you are not alone, collective. Oh, you got 3 cards. Okay, let's do this 1, 2, 3. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. I had this conversation recently with one of my clients, and they were looking at isolation as like a form of punishment, right? And I, guided them to shift their perspective. Like isolation is not a punishment. Isolation is a a blessing to let you tap within, right? It keeps us safe. We can trust, or we learn to trust with the voice of our own soul, right? Because oftentimes we're so in the midst of everything and we're externalizing so many things that we forget that innately we already know the answers. Innately, we already have everything that we need within us in order to be successful and to live our best lives, right? And so we're comparing our lives to this person on television or in this book or Instagram or Facebook or wherever it is that you look to externalize who you are as opposed to like tapping into the energy and really being like, no, I'm good with me, right? Like I'm the perfect size, I'm the perfect height, I'm the perfect color, I'm the perfect gender, I'm the perfect, right? And you're good. And so sometimes we're isolated, not as a punishment, we're isolated so that you have nothing but yourself to rely on. You have nothing but your intuition to tap into. You have nothing but the knowing that is innate to you. You can't externalize it, right? You can't blame it on it. You can't give your power away anymore when you're put in these moments of isolation. It's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. But understand that even during those moments of isolation, that you're not alone because you have the angels, ancestors, your spirit guides, your galactic star family. You have so many beings of light surrounding you at all points that literally, if you realize like what was going on around you, you'd be like, damn, it's crowded in here, right? Like, can y'all move? Because there's so many. So many, so many. You have so much support. So in your moments of isolation, if you start to feel like you start to feel alone. And I know that's a hard thing to deal with in the physical realm when we feel like we're losing people. But know that the people that are fading out of your life right now at this physical level is because they're making room for more people to come in, right? At a different level. People that are going to match your vibration where you're at. People that are going to match you where you're in alignment. People that are going to like support your growth and your truth and your light and people that see you and love you for who you are, right? These are the people that are coming into your life. So if you're in this moment of isolation right now, know that you're not alone and that your soul family is being called into you and that you have a ton of support all around you in the ethers. And it's amazing. Messenger, serious energy. Love serious, bringing harmony and balance. So we just came and we were talking about this before, right? The 8-8 portal, right? The 8-8 portal was Sirius star system, right? All in alignment over the pyramids of Giza, right? Sirius star is also known as the star of Isis. Isis was one of the goddesses that Jesus and Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary studied with, right? They're said to come from, I think, Sirius B in that star system. So you have the ascended masters, here we go again, surrounding you and letting you know, like, hey, we're here, we're bringing your energy. If you're feeling alone, if you're feeling alone, don't, because we got you. And we're all here. And many of you are starting to really, really resonate with your galactic, multifaceted self. Many of you are really getting messages, right? You're tapping in. You're like, you're seeing it. The Sirius star energy, when Isis started coming to me, when Mary Magdalene started coming to me, when I started really working with Jesus and like tapping into all those delicious, beautiful energies, my life shifted. Like, I mean, it's beautiful, like it feels really good. I tell people all the time, I'm like, I didn't know it could be this dope to work for God. Like, I didn't know it could be this fun. And I work with the Ascended Masters all the time, and they bring beautiful healing and downloads. And many of you are getting downloads. You're getting it, like you're feeling it, right? You're not sleeping at night, or you're waking up and you're just like, you're seeing things differently, right? Like the world just feels a little different to you right now. And so because of that, you feel kind of isolated because you're talking to people that are like, what the hell are you talking about? But know that you're not alone. Like, no, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. And that's why the Ascendant Masters are here confirming that message for you. Woo, baby, they're reading y'all today. Loosen your grip. Let go of that false reality, right? You're isolated for a reason. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction. Let God in. It is time to let go of the false paradigm. It's time to move forward. It's time to stand in your truth. It's time for you to just let go of that life that you held on to. And again, I get it. I know it can feel isolated. It can feel lonesome to go through this. When I was going through my dark night of the soul, it felt like my whole world was shattering. It felt like I didn't know myself. It felt like I didn't even really know the people around me because I started seeing things so differently. And you start opening up and having conversations with people, and not everyone's going to be open to these conversations. Like, some people are going to be like, what is wrong with you? Like, oh, you're making this up, or you're crazy, or you're fantasizing, or you're woo woo, whatever it is, and so these are the reasons that we get isolated, so that when we start going through these things and we start awakening and we start learning, we don't have the outside world telling us that we're crazy and telling us that we're making all this stuff up, right? We get isolated so we can tap in, so we can tap into our soul and hear the answers from your soul, because you innately know truth feels a certain way in your body. You know what it feels like. You know when something doesn't feel good, and you know when it feels right. You know it. And you don't need any external thing to tell you that. You don't need any magazine, book, a person, a guru, a public speaker, a motivational. You don't need anyone. You know what you know what you know. And the more you tap into that knowing, the stronger it's going to get. And I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, the people that seem like you're losing right now are either going to see you at a different time, at a different vibration, or your soul family is just coming in, and it's fine, and you're going to create a new family. And so what seems like a loss is not. It's a clearing away of the old to bring in the new. You're so blessed, guided, and like loved right now. I wish you could feel it. Wish you could feel it. Look at this. Deep cellular healing at the bottom of the deck. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Many of you have been isolated and we're going through a dark night of the soul for this, and you need to let go of the old you. It is time to step forward and step into your light, and you're being so supported right now. Look at all the support. You are not alone. You are not alone was the first card that came out, right? Specifically for this reason, because they know. The universe knows, your angels, your guides know, they know that you're being isolated right now and that you need to just know that you're not alone. And so I'm here to tell you, as they are here to tell you, as your ascendant masters are here to tell you, as the Syrians are here to tell you, as the Arcturians are here to tell you, you're not alone. We all got you, right? We know you're not crazy. We love you. We love you. We love you. We see you. We hear you. And there's a community of us, physically and in the spiritual realm, that know what you're going through, and we totally support you, and we love you, and we want to be here to support you during this. So as you awaken, get it, and know that you're not alone. Let's see what else they got going on for you, because y'all are getting red. I wanted to pull a card from Gaia because where we're at. She always has beautiful messages for the collective. And then I think I'm going to do a Sacred Destiny Oracle and wrap it up. Wrap it up. So, ascension symptoms. I have been having massive clearings in my solar plexus. The divine masculine side. Yeah. Oh, what is this about? Indecision and not speaking our truth. Thank you, divine masculines. I love when I pick up on the delicious energies of the collective physically, says no one ever. I love that. Okay. First card to pop out. Milky Way, perspective. Life is literally a series of perspectives. How are you looking at things? Again, right back to this message of loosen your grip. It's time to let go of who you were and start stepping into the new. It's time to have a shift in perspective because your life is changing for the better because of it. And the sooner you let go of your old life, the sooner you can step into your new one. Childhood, innocence. Again, dark night of the soul. Many of you have been having to go back and deal with your inner child, right? And give it love and give it healing and reclaim your innocence, right? I had to do a soul retrieval for when I was sexually assaulted at 4 years old, right? And that wasn't something that like was a conscious thing, like, hey, I need to go like find a shamanka and do all this stuff. No, it was just like something that I was led to on this journey as I was going through my healing and as I started tapping into like my relationships and had to reclaim that part of myself and I was able to find my voice again, right? And I was able to like stand in my truth and to break down a whole bunch of unhealthy walls, but have really safe boundaries. And so for many of you, you're tapping into that energy, right? You're tapping into your childhood and you're tapping into the times where you should have been safe and you weren't, right? And you're seeing that and you're giving that child love at this time, right? You're loving and you're nurturing and you're shifting your perspective on a lot of the things that have happened in your life. Because really, that's what it is, right? When we hold on to those pains and the traumas, it's us holding on to the pains and the traumas. The past can't hurt us anymore. No matter what that incident was, it was an incident at that moment, but it can't hurt us anymore unless we allow it, unless we keep replaying it, right? So right now you're being told to like look at it and give it some innocence, give it some love, and have some fun again because fun is what helps you through all of this, right? Stop making everything so heavy. Stop making it so heavy. And, ah, what did I just say? Stop making everything so heavy. Last card, waterfall, effortless. It doesn't have to be this hard. I swear, humans make things so complicated. We love to overdo stuff. We love to overdo stuff. We love to overdo stuff. We love to overthink things. We love to stress about things. We love to worry. What? Humans? We got worry on deck. We could teach the universe about worrying unnecessarily about shit that will never happen. This is a time for you to let it go. This does not have to be hard. Resistance causes difficulty. If you let go and just let God and let the universe in and just can't. Bottom of the deck, ebb and flow, ocean. If you just let go, I swear to God, and just flow with the universe and allow it to bless you. Like, as you're going through this process and as you're intaking all these new truths and as your soul is awakening and as you're feeling again, right? And you're seeing life differently, don't judge what's coming up, right? Don't judge it. Don't judge where you were. Don't judge the things that you've done. Like, this is a time to just have an awareness and then to make better choices. Have an awareness and to grow with it. Have an awareness and to just give it love. Like, give yourself love. You've come a really long way. And many of us did not have the easiest childhoods. You came out of that. And you're here where you are today. Strong, powerful, resilient, and life doesn't always look like that, right? Life doesn't always feel like you don't always feel strong. You don't always feel powerful. You don't always feel resilient. You don't always feel loved. You don't always feel like you got it together, right? Sometimes you feel like your life is fucking falling down around you and you just want to scream, you want to cry, and that's okay too. Like, scream and cry and kick and punch a wall, whatever. I love to punch a door. Door punching is my thing. I love to punch doors and walls and do a lot of deep breathing, right? Like, that's my way of just like, oh, let me get it out real quick. And then I'm fine, right? But do what you gotta do. Harm none. while you're doing it. Do what you got to do and get that energy out and then shift it. A lot of times when I get frustrated, I just start writing. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And as you're writing and you're pouring the crap out of your head, guess what? You're getting it out. You're shifting it out. You're able to clear your thoughts. It's not staying in your system. You're shifting your perspective all at the same time. So do what you got to do to shift it out. But at this time, while you're awakening, while you're growing, while you're being isolated for your safety and your growth and your healing, know that you have a spiritual tribe coming to you in the physical realm, ready, willing, and able to show up for you if you're open to it. Know that you're protected all the way in ethers. Know that this does not have to be hard. Know that suffering is a choice, a whole choice, because you do not have to suffer. I don't know where humans picked this up along the way that we have to make life hard in order to prove you don't have to make life hard. You're here to enjoy life. You're here to enjoy life. You're here to have fun and enjoy life and to just be expansive and to be love. Right? Your job is to be love and light. Can you imagine that? Your job is to be love and light and to have good days and to feel good and not feel guilty about it. You mean to tell me, Autumn, that I could be happy, that I could go have fun, that I can live the life that I want, and I don't got to feel bad about it? Because nothing that I want is going to harm anyone else. Because if anything else, if I'm happy, I'm going to share all that happiness with other people and with my family, and I want them to be happy too. Oh, shit, yeah. If you are happy, it ripples out. Just like if you're miserable, it ripples out. So what are you offering to the universe right now? What are you giving back to your friends, your family, your children, yourself? Misery or joy? Because I tell you every day, I am extraordinary. I am marvelous. I am joyful. I am happy. I'm enthusiastic. I'm energized. I'm vibrant. I am amazing. I'm magnetic. I am divine. I am love. And I stand in that every single day. I stand in it every day. How you doing? Great. How you doing? Marvelous. How you doing? Magnificent. How are you? Magnetic. Extraordinary. Every day. And I stand in it and I believe it. And I decided to dictate that's how I want my life to be. So you can do the same for yourself. September is going to be a hell of a month if you're ready to flow with it. If you let go, if you let go of that grip, let it go. You swear to God you're doing something by holding on. You don't even know how much more you'll do if you let it go. I love when people just try to overthink. I'm like, yo, let me ask you something. Because you did all this thinking and you're spinning wheels and you still didn't get that far. You know you can't outthink God, right? Like, at some point, I do everything I can. I do everything I can because this is a co-creative universe. But guess what? I'm co-creating with the power that created everything. So I'm going to do my parts, and then I'm going to let the Most High do theirs. I'm like, all right, angels and guys, I'm going to go do blah, 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 blah. Can y'all help me with blah, 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 blah? And I'm not going to say 90% of the time. They always get their stuff done a lot faster and a lot easier than I do. Hands down. Hands down. But I know that I'm here in this physical reality to do the work. So I get physical and I get in it. But I know that that list is going to be taken care of, right? So I don't overwhelm myself with the things that I can't get done because I know everything gets done. Look at nature. Everything gets done. It's the way it works. Hasn't changed. It's not gonna change. Not because my human ego decides to get in the way. Not because I decide to overthink it. Like you don't see the trees out there stressing. Like, oh my God, is the sun gonna shine today? Like the trees are out there living their best life. The storms come, the storms go. The trees are still standing strong. That's what you need to do. Remind yourself, I am a tree. Like get grounded, be rooted, stand strong, and know the storms will come and the storms will go, and the sun will keep shining, and you'll be fine. And let go of the shit that you don't need to hold on to, just like the trees do every winter when they let go of the leaves. Take your hints from nature. You're loved. You're loved. You're loved. You're loved. And if you get in a flow and let the shit go, it's gonna be so fun for you. Oh my God! All right, I'm gonna do one sacred destiny, and then I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't even know why I took the song. But it's September. I'm about to go play that song now. Do you remember very in the night of September, right? Very first night of September? Ah! Earth, Wind, and Fire, baby. I'm gonna play it. Oh, 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 oh. No, we're not doing that. I said one card. I'm not doing a book. One card, please, angels and guides. Thank you. Trust. And with that, we shall leave the message. Trust. Trust, 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 trust. Let go, let God, and trust the process, my loves. Trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. Because when you start flowing with life, when you let life just bless you, when you just let life in and let life love you and support you the way it's supposed to, oh my God, it's gonna be magical. It's gonna be magical. It's gonna be magical. So go live your life. Have the best September ever. I'm gonna check in with you guys next week, but I love you so very much. Divine masculines, get your shit together. I'm over you. Look at this wisdom, bottom of the deck. Like I said, everything that you know and you need to know is already within you. That's why you're having solitude. That's why you're being isolated. That's why this blessing is coming to you. And just open up your hearts and your minds and your eyes because your soul tribe is coming in to support you. And it's gonna be fucking magical if you let it. If you let it be. All right. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. And I'll see you soon. Later, guys.